a little bit of what JD would kind of say, a little extra. JD from the NY206. When he does his off the script stuff, he does like a little extra video here and there to talk about other topics, if you will. And I've decided that I'm going to do something similar like that here with topics on my mind, but not, but not do it in the way that I normally do. Mainly the fact because tomorrow I'll probably do a live stream early in the morning. I'm off tomorrow, so the plan basically is to get up early, turn on the computer and go from there. And tomorrow's live stream will probably be a little bit different because it'll be sort of Venmo, Cash App based because, financially I'm kind of struggling right now and I need a little help there. So whatever you guys will be able to donate if you choose to do so would be greatly appreciated through Venmo and Cash App because I automatically get it. Because I don't want to have to go and tell my mom eventually, and I'm probably going to have to anyway, that she's going to be the one paying the cable this month due to the fact that financially I'm not doing so well, in that department. But hopefully next month will be different. But anyway, with that said, and like I said, I'm waiting, and I'm doing this as I describe in the description while I wait for the bus. And there was a notification that I got as well, if you heard anything. But I decided I wanted to do this while I wait for the bus. And this will be divided into chapters. Inevitably, it will be divided into chapters, down the line. And, hopefully, that'll help it out a little bit as well. Anyway, though, just to kind of talk about a few, topics here and there. I'm pretty sure a lot of you on the news, depending on where you live, whether it's here in California or, it's in other places around the country, you're probably hearing about this whole, new COVID wave has been detected and all that. Let's be honest, okay, guys? Let's be honest. Only a few networks are talking about it, and the only reason they're talking about it is because California, along with some other states, are going through the midterms right now, and they want to do whatever they can to turn the tide in the favor of the favorite, politician, so that politician walks out a winner. That's the only reason they're doing it. It's the only reason they're doing it. I think everybody can see that. This is why not a lot of people are taking it too seriously. People are laughing it off, because they don't see any real issue here whatsoever. They don't. All they see is people just being like, yeah, you're saying that now, but where's the real results and everything? What's really going on? And again, it's more along the lines of the fact that people just, they just want people, I should say, to come out and vote for their party. It's like these news outlets, whether here in California or wherever, might as well just come out and say, and it might as well just come out and go like this. And I've used this as an example before. They might as well just come out and go like, and today we've heard that the COVID cases have risen up, vote Democratic, to high levels, to the highest level since January, vote Democratic, and during the midterms and in November. And hospitals are getting overwhelmed, vote for Governor Newsom to stay in office, best for business, stuff like that. They might as well just be doing it that way. And I think they realize that, which is why they don't always push it as much. Even though they say there's a wave going on, they don't push it as much because they know all people are hearing is vote Democratic, vote for this governor, this Democratic official to stay or be in office in November. That's all they're getting. That's all they're hearing. And they know it. They know it. So, look, as I've said before, if you want to take this seriously, that's fine. Go ahead. I mean, recently my fiance's, not my fiance, but my niece's fiance contracted COVID, and then she contracted it. So, yeah, I know it's out there. I know it still can be people can still get it. My brother-in-law just recently got it, and he's getting over it. Because of that, myself and my mom, we tested and we tested negative. We used the home kits, of course, which, by the way, some of these reports sound like they're trying to scrutinize as not being reliable. But we did everything according to the T. We did everything according to what it said you had to do it, or how you had to do it. So we followed the procedure, and it said negative. The only reason of doing this again is because it's an election year, midterm election year, mostly for governors, state senates, state senates, house, state houses and stuff like that, as well as even some Congress, Senate houses and House seats in Washington. They're all up for grabs, and a lot of these news outlets want their Democratic favorites to stay in, which is why they're making this a big deal again. But it's also, once again, they know that people are out, and they feel, well, people are out and about during the summer. If we make it sound like cases are on the rise again, it could scare those that have yet to get their shots to go and get them. And that's another reason to look at, that they are still determined to get people to get their shots, no matter whether people want to get them or they don't. And that's a fact. That is an absolute fact, and they know that, which again is why they're not coming out as much and saying, "Hey, this is really, really bad." They're only saying it on occasions because they know it will get people's attention. But yeah, this whole rising of COVID cases. Look, again, like I said, you can take it seriously if you want, but just remember the time of the year we're in, and also what year this is from a political standpoint. Just remember that. Okay, as I get myself up a little bit here, guys, because I got to get myself to my bus. I keep checking my time here. Now, another thing I want to talk about real quickly in this bit of extra is how customers are kind of confused. Now, I talked about how customers were confused, when they, would not realize that when somebody turns off the light, that means the check lane that person's at is closed. And that person either going home, going to break, or going to lunch. Well, it seems that when it comes to advertisements, special offers, if you will, customers get confused even more so in that department. They do. They get more confused in that department, I think, than I've ever seen. Because basically, the ad specifically says, such and such items are, 20%, 30% off online only. It's like they don't realize that it doesn't correlate with, in store, and that it's online only. Like you can order the item online and pick it up at the store, or have it taken to your car, and such. But it's not something that's in store either. Yes, they can price match it. They can price match the price of the online to the in-store prices and get it that way. That's another avenue they could take. But still, you think they would pay attention? They would pay attention to the ad, because the ad is telling them this is how you get the item. This is how you do it. And some people just don't understand that, and customers are getting upset about that. Customers are getting upset of, not being able to have it done the way they want it done. They're getting upset at the fact that, people are not, stores, I should say, don't have certain flavored lipstick or mascara or whatever. you know, available, stuff like that. People are getting even upset with the fact that basically, so you check the time here again, that, basically, the store's been changed around. They don't like it. They don't care for it. They feel it's too big. They feel that things, change too much, and obviously in their own way, they want things back to what it is. But when this stores like it, are changing around for the better for them, they should appreciate it. I mean, I get people want things to remain the same. I understand it. I get it. But like I said, this, stores like this are doing what they can to give customers a better experience. And if that means, changing things up to where basically, there's a bigger, area to shop in, then so be it. So be it. Again, I can understand the frustration, but a lot of stores do this. Not just mine, but a lot of stores do this. And they have to understand. They have to understand that. Now, I also understand that because it's been kind of on and off with the weather being hot and not so hot, that like it is today. I can understand that frustrates folks too. I can understand that. I can I can relate with that. But you shouldn't take your exhaustion of the heat getting to you out on the people that are trying to serve you. You shouldn't be doing that. You should, have a more of an understanding, of where they're coming from. I mean, I went into work this morning, and like I said, I heard what happened to one associate, one attendee, if you will, and one of our front end managers told her, "Hey, you shouldn't have let her do that to you," and she shouldn't have. But again, the lady obviously didn't understand that, hey, we didn't have a certain flavored, what was it, lipstick or mascara or whatever. We didn't have it. Or flavored lip balm or whatever. We didn't have it. So if we don't have it, on hand, we can't sell it. But if she wants it and she finds it online, that she can get it that way too. But she didn't want to hear that. She didn't want to hear that whatsoever. And it was kind of, it's kind of like a first time I've heard, that happen. But again, I could see that the changes that the store is going through and stuff, and the confusion for, these items being whether or not they are like 20% off all around. I get that it is confusing to folks. I understand that. But you just have to work with it. You just have to, work with it and understand that, it's done this way. These things are done this way, if you will, because of the fact that, we're trying to give you a better experience. And if you do kind of take the time to understand, the promotion going on, yeah, you could still get it in store if you present that promotion to us. Like if you scan the UPC and show us the difference in the price between our online store and our physical store, then yeah, you can get the item there too. You can't expect to get the item just because you say it's 20%. You have to understand that the difference is the fact that the 20% is online only, and you need to either have the app, the Target app, or the store app, basically, to, match the item to what you see online to get the price that is online, through a price match. And that's it. That's it. But I don't think they understand that. I don't think they understand that. But hopefully over time they will. Another thing I want to talk about, real quickly, like I said, I get ready to, wait for my bus here. Got about 11, 12 minutes before it shows up. Another thing I want to talk about, real quickly, is, how do I put this? The other thing I want to talk about is basically, I guess you could say I could touch upon a little bit of the copyright again. But actually what I want to talk about is how wording sometimes can be used to basically cause others to accuse you of being one way and not the way you say you are. If you're wondering what I mean by that, let me explain. You see, I follow a couple of people here on YouTube. Alex, just Alex, just Alex World, JD from NY206, Salamonster, Salamonster Sounds Off, let's see, Josh Scorcher, Firebrand, FOB, Equestria, all of that. I follow a lot of people. And sometimes when they talk about stuff, and they use certain words, sometimes the words get taken out of context. Sometimes those wordings and sayings get taken out of context to the point that people will try to use it against them. With people like Alex and JD, they will, they'll say things about WWE to where, it sounds like they're bashing them and everything. The bashing them and all that. And, because they're bashing them in the eyes of a lot of folks, they're not exactly the way they say they are. Like Alex, he comes out and he says he comes out and says that his channel is a safe place for wrestling fans. And he also says at times he's unbiased, like he does try to give both sides a chance, but it's hard for him to do when it comes to WWE. Because WWE, doesn't give him the opportunity to give him a chance. There are some moments he'll call out and say that was great, that was sweet, that was nice, or that was a great wrestling match, or heck, the pay-per-view card they put on was a good example of doing wrestling correctly and all that. He'll call them out when they do things correctly, but most times, according from what a lot of people look at, it feels like he's more of an anti-WWE person and more of an AEW supporter and fan. Now, Alex has not made it. Now, Alex has not hid it or anything. He's not hid the fact that he is a. I got about 8 minutes before my bus comes. Like I said, Alex has not hid the fact that he does strongly support AEW. Neither has Salamonster or JD. None of them have hid that. But mainly a lot of them have come out and said, hey, we're trying to be fair. We're trying to be unbiased. But, WWE is making it hard. But here's the thing. Though. When Alex and JD and Salamonster react sometimes the way they do to some of the things from WWE, instead of being in the eyes of a lot of folks unbiased and impartial, it sounds like they're bashing them and being anti-WWE drones. And they don't like, and a lot of fans don't like that. And because they don't like that, they will take anything that Alex and Solomon and JD say, that seems to bash WWE out of contact, not contact, but out of context and misinterpret it, or they will take it out of context and use it and try to use it against them by saying, see, they're not exactly the way they say they are. See, Alex is not an unbiased person. He's AEW all the way. And yet what the people don't understand is the reason folks like Alex and Solomon and JD are, sounding like they're bashing the company is because, like I said, WWE has not yet given them a reasoning as much to basically, get behind them and support them. They have yet to do that. And because a company like WWE is yet to do that for someone like an Alex, someone like a JD and all that, it's hard for them to truly get behind and show a balanced support or respect or show any kind of encouragement to WWE to get better, because in their eyes, and they have a right to their opinion, WWE refuses to do so. But here's the thing, it doesn't mean they hate WWE. It doesn't mean, they want to see WWE go out of business. Like I said, if they see something nice and everything from WWE and everything and all that, like a great match, a great storyline, whatever, they will call them out and say, yeah, you guys did great here. You guys, you fans should see what they did. We recommend it. But WWE has yet to do that. And the reason it sounds like they strongly support AEW more so than WWE, even though they have called out AEW on some of their crap and stupid decisions throughout its short history, its young history, I should say. The reason they support them more, despite, like I say, calling them out on some of their dumb mistakes over the past 3 years, is because it's, like I said before, they're part of that group of people that are trying to encourage WWE to get better by rebelling against them. And by rebelling against them, they're making WWE wake up and they're hoping to make WWE, I should say, wake up and realize, oh, this is why fans like AEW more than us. This is why they're always telling us, just focus on the wrestling, focus on the wrestlers, and all that. That's what they're hoping. And in time, maybe they might get their wish, We don't know. They might get the wish over time. We don't know. But again, when Alex and JD and Solomon, say what they say, and others say the same things, what people have to understand is it's not that they're truly trying to, humiliate, embarrass, and bash WWE. No. What they're doing is they're coming out and just, ranting and venting their frustration. That's it. They're ranting and venting, the frustration, and that's it. Nothing else. They're not trying to, like I said, they're not trying to bash the company. They're not trying to, cause the company to go out of business or anything like that. They are essentially, ladies and gentlemen, trying to encourage the company to get better, at the product that the word in the middle of their name stands for, or should stand for. And that's it. That is it. They're not trying to, like I said, they're not trying to be, against them. They're trying to support them. And, and if supporting them is, rebelling against them, supporting them means rebelling against them, in support of AEW to help WWE get better, then they're going to do it. They're going to do it. End of story. And they're going to do it. Period. They're going to support. They're going to do it that way. And because all they want WWE is they want from WWE is to get better, and that's it. That's it. And hello to Peter. Thank you for joining me in the live chat. Think positive, my friend. Think positive. But anyway though, like I said, all they want WWE to do is get better at what the middle word in their name stands for. That's it. That's all they do. And if supporting AEW is one way of doing it, by rebelling against them, then they're going to do it. End of discussion. But I got to get ready to go, guys. My bus is about here. So, yeah, I just wanted to do this little extra of topics on my mind because I haven't done a topics on my mind in a while. A live stream, I should say, in a while. So, thought I'd do this one while I wait for the bus. But let me know what your thoughts are on some of the topics I did touch upon here. Like I said, let me let me know what your thoughts are down below. In the comments. Thank you for joining me in the live chat, those that did, as well as watching this live. Like I said, I'm doing this while I wait for my bus because I haven't done a live topics on my mind in a while, so this is a little extra of what to expect in the near future, possibly tomorrow, if not soon. But yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Again, support me at Venmo at Brian-Walmart-2. I'd really appreciate it if you could do it now, because financially I'm not doing so well and everything, because I don't want to have to ask my mom to pay for the cable, even though she might have to. I would like to kind of have something there to help out. So if you guys can help me out in the long run, it'd be great. So help me out at Venmo at Brian-Walmart-2, at Cash App at BWRoses98, Patreon.com at BWRoses. Check out my Teespring store, that helps out a lot. Also check me out at TikTok at BWRoses, and Super Chat and Super Stickers are open in this live chat as we speak right now, and Super Thanks will be available once this goes fully public. I mean, it will be public, but fully like in there, if you will. Kind of be in there, if you will. You get what I'm saying. Super Thanks, basically. I'm tired, guys, too. It's been a long but short day. But yeah, Super Thanks will be enabled afterwards, after the video is fully publicized and everything, fully rendered and all that. So I don't know if I'll be on live tonight with a live stream. If I am, it'll be late at night, because again, I live with my mom, and it takes a while to work around that. But if not, I will be up tomorrow morning, hopefully early, to do a live stream that will be more Venmo and Cash App related, to where I'll just say it this way: if you guys have a question or a topic you want me to talk about, just Venmo me whatever amount you can Venmo, or Cash App me whatever amount you can Cash App, and I'll try to give you my thoughts on the topic, or try to answer the question you will provide. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on here and let you know about this, and just do this little extra deal for you. And like I said, my bus will be coming just a little bit, so till next time, I will talk to y'all later. Take care. God bless.